In our worldview today, Russian authorities are restricting access to Twitter after the company reportedly refused to remove illegal content from its platform. The country's communications regulator announced it's reducing Twitter speeds on all mobile devices and half of non-mobile devices, saying the measures would keep Russian citizens safe. The action escalates growing tensions between Moscow and the U.S. social media companies. 5 platforms have already been sued for refusing to delete posts that reportedly urge children to take part in anti-government protests. The latest move only affects photo and video content, and regulators have threatened to block Twitter altogether if the platform doesn't comply with requests to delete some of the content. Google and Viber say they are reviewing digital ads linked to a telecommunications company backed by the Myanmar military. The move comes in response to pressure from pro-democracy groups who accuse the companies of profiting off of the military, even as it violently cracks down on protesters. Google has already moved to shut down a number of Gmail and Blogger accounts connected to the military. It's also taken down 5 YouTube channels run by state media. Police have been stepping up their own pressures against the press as protests against the military coup continue into a second month. On Tuesday, they raided the offices of 2 news outlets and arrested 2 journalists. More than 30 journalists have been detained since the military came to power in a coup on February 1st. And South Korea has agreed to a new cost-sharing deal to host U.S. troops. The new agreement calls for Seoul to increase its contribution by nearly 14%. That's the largest increase we've seen in roughly 20 years. The 6-year deal with the U.S. comes after former President Trump demanded South Korea shoulder the cost of hosting U.S. troops and accused the government of free riding, those are his words, on the military. 28,500 U.S. troops are currently stationed in the country.